If you want to say goodbye to that stubborn, sagging skin underneath the chin, if you want simple but effective ways of tightening and toning without the need for surgery, this is definitely going to be the video for you. Hello, my name's Gemma. I am a qualified esthetician and beauty therapist here in the UK, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to be sharing some proven exercises with you that will help you get a firmer, more youthful looking neck, no expensive treatments needed. And it's super fast. It'll only take you 2 minutes. Now, a lot of people think that the loose skin underneath the chin, otherwise known as turkey neck, is all down to age. And as soon as it starts to appear, you just have to hold your hands up, watch the situation get worse because there's nothing you can do about it. Well, if you are one of those people that feels that way, I am happily here to tell you that you are wrong. So there are definite ways of improving the neck. I'm not saying that you are going to erase that turkey neck altogether, although for some of you that may happen, but you can definitely make that loose skin 10 times better. So let's just look at the structure of the neck and underneath the chin for a second, because there are so many different components crammed into such a small space. And in order for gravity not to take hold and pull all those things down, they have specific things to hold everything in place. Primarily, this is fascia. So we have two types of fascia in our neck and underneath our chin. We have superficial fascia, which is right underneath the skin surface, and then we have deep fascia, which surrounds all of the muscles and the neck components. These two types of fascia do lots of different things, but the thing that we're going to be concentrating on in this video is the fact that fascia is the scaffolding for everything else in the neck. And if that scaffolding falls down, everything falls down with it, including the skin. So, we very rarely, if ever, exercise this area of the body, and it is super important that you do that if you want a tightened, toned neck. Because these two layers of fascia, which we've already said are the connective tissues that hold everything in place, need to be activated, and the only way they can be activated is through exercise. If they become deactivated through lack of exercise, with gravity, they become slacker, they start to droop, they start to sag, and the skin goes with it. The easy way to reverse that turkey neck, in fact the only way to reverse that turkey neck without surgery, is to reactivate the fascia. This is not an irreversible process. There are things that you can do. If you do these 4 exercises, which take 30 seconds each, every other day or so, you will start to notice that the neck and that turkey neck is starting to retract. Everything's looking a little tighter, a little smoother, a little firmer. You do need to be consistent for these exercises to be effective. I recommend every other day to start off with. I don't recommend going in hot and heavy and doing these exercises every single chance that you get. 2 minutes every other day is enough. You can work up to every day if you want to, but just remember this area has not been exercised for a really long time. And if you do too much too soon, it's going to hurt. Just like if you sat in an armchair all day long for an entire month and then decided to go for a run the day after, you're going to be in some pain. So don't jump in too quickly. Every other day, 2 minutes, absolutely fine. It is addictive. I found myself doing these exercises at traffic lights, but then I yawned the day after and I was like, oh no. That really hurt. So exercise number 1 of 4, you can either do standing or sitting. Just make sure your posture is as good as it can be. Shoulders are back. Try and stretch that neck as tall as you possibly can. Really try and lift the top of the head as far towards the ceiling as you can. And then open your mouth as wide as you can get it. Hold it there for a second and then close it again. And then you repeat this action for 30 seconds. You're going to feel some tension and some tightening around the jawline. You may also experience a little bit of aching in this area as the exercise gets towards the 30-second mark, but you've not exercised this area for a really, really long time. So do try and stick with it, because this is one of 3 exercises that is going to activate the superficial fascia. Next exercise exercise is all about the mouth, but you're really going to feel this in your neck. So you need to pull the corners of the mouth out as far as they'll go and then pull them down into a frown. I find this exercise really difficult. I don't have the same amount of movement in each side of my face. One side is stronger than the other, but if that is you as well, don't worry. Just carry on with the exercise as best you can. I always find it's easier to do this if you're looking in a mirror, because if you can see yourself, you know you're doing it right. Just try not to laugh because you will look like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. You are going to feel this not only in the front sections of the neck, but also to the sides of the neck as well. And when I first started to do this exercise, I found the feeling a little bit off-putting, a little bit like a muscle spasm. I didn't like it at all, but it just proved to me how neglected my neck actually was. Over time, either my muscles and my fascia had got stronger, or I just got used to that feeling and it no longer bothers me. So this is my favorite exercise out of all 4 exercises. It's the one that I find the easiest to do, and it concentrates on the chin and the jawline. So tilt your head back as far as it will physically go, and then really lift and push the jawline and the chin up towards the sky. Hold it there for 1 second, release, and then repeat for 30 seconds. You're going to feel this just underneath the jawline, just underneath the chin, and down that front section of the neck. This is once again another fantastic exercise to activate that superficial fascia. And finally, let's activate that deeper fascia. Lay on the bed with your head and neck slightly off the end of the bed, and then you're going to let your head fall back as far as it will go. We're then going to do sit-ups for the head, and your head is a lot heavier than a lot of people give it credit for, so you may find this a challenge for the full 30 seconds. If you do find it really difficult, stop where you're comfortable at. Don't struggle on. It is going to be a process. You will eventually get to 30 seconds after a number of days. This movement is all about strength and control. It is not about speed, so definitely take your time here. You don't want to injure yourself. You are going to feel this in every single muscle in your neck because, like I said before, your head, it's not light. So they are the 4 exercises. I really hope that you found that helpful. 2 minutes. 2 minutes every other day. Go and give them a go. Some people will see results within 2 weeks. Some people it will take a few months. It depends from person to person. But like I said at the beginning, you do have to be consistent to get effective results. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comments section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.